0938-33462. 0938-332462. That's the ID of our next question. This person is from Vietnam. Hello. This is my first question from Vietnam, so I'm very, very happy. This person has two questions. Number one, I advised Jane. And the person asks, if I say the D sound, it's difficult to pronounce the J sound. So I guess I can cancel the sound. And number two, I want the table. This person knows many native speakers cancel the T. Is that correct? Same thing with colder. Sometimes native speakers cancel the D. Is that correct? And what about the K? Can we cancel the K? Those are great questions, and the answers are coming now. I advised Jane. If I say, I'm American, if I say it fast, I advise Jane. I advise Jane. I advise Jane that she shouldn't do it. I advise Jane that she shouldn't do it. Did you hear the D? In my mind and in my mouth, I said the D, but there's no D sound. You really can't hear the D. The D is canceled. It's gone. I'll explain in a minute. I want the table. As an American, I'll say it fast. I want the table. I want the table. I want the table. Did you hear the T? No, there is no T. I agree. You can't have it. I want the table. And in my mind, as an American, of course I said it, but you cannot hear it. Colder. Oh, it's colder than yesterday. Now, this is a tough one. Some Americans will say, it's colder than yesterday. Colder, colder. They will have a D sound. But some Americans won't have a D sound. It's colder than yesterday. It's colder than yesterday. There's no D. So, for this one, we can have the D, and we can delete the D. We can cancel the D sound. And the K, boy, I don't know about K. If you can give me an example of when you think the K might be silent, then I'll give you an answer. But right now, I'm going to say the K sound is almost always going to be there. I'll have to think about that a little bit more. Now, let me explain the rule. So we've got a D, T, the D, it's canceled. There's a reason. Let me erase the board. And what I tell my students, in American English, there are three strong sounds. The strong sounds are S, N, and L. And there are three weak sounds. The weak sounds are D, T, and TH. And what this means is many times, not all the time, many times, especially in very common daily used words, commonly daily used words, these sounds cancel these sounds. So if you have an S next to a D, or an N next to a T, or an L next to a D, you can cancel these sounds. And I'll give you a couple of examples. Let's use N. U and I. International. In the car. Okay? So, here we have an N and a D, an N and a T, and an N and a TH. Do you know the Whitney Houston song? And I will always love... Sorry. And die. And die. Nobody except Whitney Houston says and die. Usually we say you and I. You and I, we're best friends. You and I, we're a good team. You and I. The N cancels the D. International, perfect pronunciation, international. I am an international English teacher. But usually we say international, international. Internet, we say internet, internet. The N cancels the T. Proper pronunciation, international, internet. But daily pronunciation, especially American, and I'm guessing Canadian, probably British, internet, international. I'm not sure about British. And finally, in the car, in the car. Wow, what happens here, the faster we say it, it sounds like in the car, in the car, in the car. Sit in the car, get in the car, get in the car, get in the car, in the. It actually sounds like in the car, in the car. Here's an N, and here's an N. Do not be confused with in a car. In a car is going to be like na car, okay? So in a car, there's only one N sound. In the car, there's two N sounds. In the car, in the car, in the car, in a car, in a car, in a car, in the car, in the car, in a car, in a car. Can you hear the difference? So this is an example of the N killing the D, T, and TH. But I do want to tell you one more important thing. You have to think in sound families. In sound families. So d, t, th, d, t, th, d, t, th. Very similar sound family. They're all using the front part, the teeth, and the alveolar ridge. And they're using some vibration sometimes, but sometimes not. D, t, the. D, t, the. Okay? Now, S has a sound family too. The S sound family, you've got sh, ch, z, j, s, s, ch, sh, z, j. And sometimes the F. And for the N, the sound family is And the L sound family includes the R. The R is possible. So, your question is fantastic. And this, I call this the cancellation matrix. The cancellation matrix. The SNL, the DTTH. This covers most canceled sounds in American spoken English. And you can remember it. The strong sounds, Shane, that's me. Shane never lies. Shane never lies. The weak sounds, don't trust that. Don't trust that. Now you can trust it. Shane never lies. Don't trust that. It's confusing. It's a good mnemonic to remember this, this sound matrix, the cancellation matrix. Thank you very much for the question, and I hope that I've answered it for you. And keep watching. See ya!